Jeffrey stays sat on his computer for most of the day. Why would he get up to exercise? He has everything he needs right here. He has his video games, which gives him a sense of adventure, his virtual girlfriend, which gives him intimacy, and his sweeties, which give him nutrition. Jeffrey's content. Younger Hamza started weightlifting, which was awesome, but that was the only time he was away from his computer. He'd be sat watching YouTube or playing RuneScape or jacking off to porn on Reddit and only get up for an hour to go lift. Something was missing. Adonis roams the forests in search for adventure. He has a childlike curiosity that has him exploring, moving his body and meeting new people. Why would he stay indoors when he could venture out into the unknown? There was a study that, I'm not gonna cite the study, just relax bro, I don't know why you nerds always want me to reference the study, Hamza. There's a study that showed that people who go out on a daily walk are happier than people who get given a $30,000 raise. And you're gonna learn exactly how to hack this to be even more effective. But first, let me tell you about how I used to play RuneScape. Because there were some guys who used to power level, and you'd see them like doing the weird like clicky shit where you'd get more experience if you like kept on spamming the mouse button and putting in 100% effort into the leveling. And then there was me with my little frog helmet and my ranger setup going out for adventures. I'd take some supplies and I'd go and venture out to some areas that I'd never known before. I'd find someone in a random spot and just go follow them and start annoying them. That wasn't efficient. It was classified as XP waste, and yet it was fun. The real world around us has obviously copied RuneScape. Wow, they made RuneScape into a real thing. Most people are just standing around, gossiping, watching porn, killing time. Some guys are entirely focused on leveling up, which is awesome, good for them. But then there's the adventurers who still level up, who still take some time to sit around and talk to people. But these guys, the adventurers, live the best lives. They go out into the real world, explore and learn. Because who do you think is going to be more successful? The Indian guy who's staring into his computer screen, learning how to code whilst his social skills and his health deteriorate? Or the guy who only does the most important, most effective tasks and then spends the rest of his time exploring and meeting new people? Who's going to get more opportunities? And like we've just learned, people who go out on a walk, and not even like a real adventure, literally just a normal walk, gives you a bigger happiness boost than a $30,000 raise. And since you're a bit of a spurg, I know what you're thinking, Hamza, I'd rather have the money, Hamza. I know most people would say that. And there we go. You might want to backtrack what you just thought then. If I tell you most people would say something, you better not be amongst the majority. Most people are normal. This is what normal people do, right? They'll say, I'd like to be happy. I'd like to have good relationships. I'd like to have a good mental health. But first, I'll go make the money first and then I'll do these things. I'll make money first, then I'll spend time with my mother. I'll make money first, then I'll sleep enough when I'm retired. But then these people die without ever achieving these goals. Money is not going to bring your mother back. And you can't defer your life and the things that give you fulfillment, happiness and mental well-being till after you make money. Because you know what the efficient, effective way is? The way that has made me more money than potentially everyone who's watching this, is because I prioritize those things first. Normal people prioritize money first and then health after that, but they never even get to that stage. The effective people prioritize health, mental well-being, relationships first, and that is actually what weirdly makes you the money. I only started making good money after I improved my mental health and my relationships. And so if you're anything like me, you're going to be pretty excited to take up this new habit of going out for at least a daily walk, but we're going to try and hack it to make it more of an adventure. So now let me give you some like autistic level, like should I stop saying autistic level? I feel like that's kind of offensive to autistic people. It kind of makes sense when I say it, like, oh, you know, you want this clear step by step, but I just thought like, this, probably some guy with autism, like, what are you playing at, Hamza? What are you talking about? Stop it, Hamza. Sorry, Jeffrey. So now let me give you some practical weird tips that you can implement right now that will make this habit even better. And the first one I really suggest for you to do, because if you do this one, you're going to find yourself just going on these walks so much more consistently than normal. It's just invest a little bit into this. And the way that I would do that is I'd go onto Amazon, search for barefoot shoes, and it's these ugly ass looking shoes with like the weirdly like toe things. I've done the research already, and so I'll shorten it down for you. You're not really supposed to be wearing like trainers or work shoes or anything. They're really bad for your feet, and anything that's bad for your feet, it kind of like, because your body's like a chain from your foot, it kind of like messes up your entire body. So these are the type of shoes that you should be wearing, and I found that when you do buy one of these, it's like kind of like that gesture of like, yes, I'm gonna start going on this daily walk, and you start going more often. Time for some autistic level practical advice that you can do whilst you go on your walk to level it up. And one of the things, obviously the basic advice is, okay, stick your earphones in and listen to audiobooks. Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like audiobooks. I think most of them are kind of trash. cash. And there's something which is way, way better. And that is getting YouTube Premium. And you're gonna start spazzing out because YouTube Premium costs like $10 a month and you don't want to spend money. Just relax, bro. Get YouTube Premium and you can start listening to YouTube on your phone whilst your phone's locked. And so you can just listen on your earphones. So you could literally listen to my videos whilst you go for your walk. And then imagine getting both benefits of my videos and also the walk benefits at the same time. I found a new YouTuber who I've been listening to whilst I go for my walks, and it's been so beneficial. I have never shouted out another YouTuber before. I've never actually told you guys, okay, go subscribe to someone else. So I hope that you'll take this seriously. There's a channel that I found and this guy's videos have really impressed me, and his name is First Man. I'm literally listening to him right now. Here, let me show you. YouTube Premium lets you, so the video's playing right now, and YouTube Premium lets you lock your phone and it's still playing, so it's just in my pocket. So this guy who I've been listening to, he makes videos similar to me, and when I found his channel, I felt kind of like what I would imagine you may have felt like when you found mine, where you realize, oh, like this guy's speaking the truth and he's speaking about something that I'm so interested in, like about delaying gratification and becoming like a strong man. And he's on 36k subs at the moment. I want to get him to 40k. So go to the description right now, click on that link to First Man's channel. His name's Chris. Tell him I sent you as well. Give him loads of subs. He deserves it. As soon as you click on his videos, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. He's a very like underground, speaking about masculinity and hard work and success and everything. Nice guy. I like exploring as well when I go for walks. I like just not purposely walking for just exercise, you know, just doing a half an hour walk, and instead just kind of playing around. Like I'm on top of like an abandoned, what's this called? A dead tree, that's it. Good morning. Morning. Do you want to be on YouTube? I don't think they want to be on YouTube. And another thing you can do is bring a bag and put in a ball, like a football, basketball, or some kind of workout equipment. I heavily recommend the gymnastic rings. And in fact, this is how I met a very good friend of mine. About a year ago, I was literally just going on these daily walks trying to find somewhere to set up these rings. And that was like, I've said this in my video so many times, so I hope you can take it like quite seriously. That was such a fun, like adventurous period of my life where I bought these gym rings, I put them in the bag, and almost every single day, my mindset was, okay, let's go find somewhere to train. And I ended up setting up my gym rings in this like nature reserve place, and this guy just walked past one time and like shouted over like, oh, you're on the gymnastic rings, like I want to have a go and everything. We spoke, and that was probably about 14 months ago, and we've been training ever since. And there's been so much value to having this guy as a training partner. He's very experienced. He's been doing like gymnastic stuff for like literally like 14 years. He's taught me like so much, and the reason that we met is literally just because I went out on that walk. Yeah, I'll mess it up now, somebody's watching. Nah, you got this, bro. I'll do a few attempts, alright. Yeah. Let's go, boys. Figure of it. Zooming in the foreign, got the engine roaring. Nothing to worry about, mate. You literally hit all them so clean. Yeah. Nicely done, man. What was your name? Wayne. Wayne. Hamza. Nice to meet you. Hope you have a great day, mate. Yeah, you too. Have a good one, bro. The final point I want to give you is about loneliness, because we are finding ourselves in that epidemic, and I think it's getting a lot better for most people now that the like pandemic and lockdowns going down. This is the habit that can help reverse that. This habit of just stepping outside of your house and specifically just trying to talk to as many, like you saw me, I'll be completely honest, you saw those clips of me just kind of like doing stuff. Like I wasn't putting it on for the camera. That's just what life is like when you're used to just going out on daily walks and you've been leveling up your social skills. You just end up having small, nice, like beautiful conversations with like people in your community. I really wish that for you. Click this video to learn more now. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.